here in Artist Alley with Kurt Wiener.
I'm hopefully, spoiler alert, going to be working, hopefully, maybe, with Matt Ryan.
Okay.
Matt Ryan plays Constantine on DC Legends.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah, and so I'm hopefully going to do a special lithograph for him.
Okay.
And he wants to work something out with myself. He loves my style of art because it's very retro, and he loves that retro style stuff, you know.
I can't say there's anything wrong with retro.
Yeah, very nice guy to speak with, and yeah, I can't wait to move forward hopefully with it, so it's going to be great. Just finished doing some launches for the Avengers trilogy film stuff. We did some exclusives through Wizard World, so they're actually here this weekend, these pieces, very limited to the Canadian market, but they're here.
Thank you so much for sharing that, and look out for all the fabulous stuff coming out from Kurt, and we'll see you all next time. Bye. I am here with
Neil Gibson. We said something just before this started rolling that I didn't want someone to be in the shot. She thought I was talking about that poster, and she thought the poster didn't want to be in the shot.
So, you know, I don't want to embarrass anyone because maybe that poster was a person.
It's an inanimate object.
So, you know, we're gonna move on. So, on the podcast, you have heard me, or people who listen to the podcast would know that I talked about a graphic novel that I really enjoy. Well, lucky for you, here we are. So, Twisted Dark is the one that I've been talking about. I know you have others.
But this is our flagship title, it's the biggest seller.
Yes, so this is the one that I've been talking about. So you all know that I'm really into horror themed. I even like creepy things. And okay, this is going down a very weird road, but you know that I like different things. Okay, so Neil is going to tell us a little bit what's on the docket. What's for people who have never read it, read the series. What can you tell us about it?
If you like happy stories with rainbows and puppy dogs, you will not like this at all. If you like stories that are quite dark with twisted endings you don't see coming and stories that make you want to think about them, then this is for you. People who like The Twilight Zone or Black Mirror or Tales Unexpected, that sort of thing. The difference is our stories are all short stories, but they're all connected together. So as you read through all the different volumes, all the stories gradually tie together and it's all building towards one big ending. So my favorite books, the ones I reread, is designed to be reread because each time you read it, you get more from it.
Right. See, and then you hit on so many shows that I know I watched as a child, like Twilight Zone. Yes, I watched as a child. My mother allowed me to watch these things. That's probably why I like scary things. No. Okay. So I love that, and I love the fact that it's, you know, like in games we have replayability. This is something you can read again and still get a different take on it, which I think is fantastic. So I have all of them in the series. I know you said nothing's new right now, but you said potentially something's coming out.
Oh yeah, Volume 7's in production, so is Volume 8.
Fantastic.
Actually, this is the first time we're showing this.
Okay. Oh, exclusive.
Well, it's a spin-off from Twisted Dark. So we have Twisted Light as well. Some people find the dark stuff too dark, so these stories of twisted endings leave you laughing. You read this, right?
I haven't read this one.
All right.
I went right for the dark. And I just kind of light. No, I don't know what that's all about.
But we also have this one called The Theory, which is actually twisted sci-fi.
Okay.
And this is just a promotional one, but it's being launched actually in just 2 weeks on Kickstarter.
Oh, nice.
So it's the same concept, all short stories of twist endings, but it's all science fiction based.
Oh, okay. So for science fiction fans, so you know on the podcast, I know I go, science fiction is not my favorite genre, but so many people love it. And could this be appeal to someone who maybe is like me, who's not really, I don't really gravitate towards science fiction, but do you think this is something I could potentially find interesting?
What I think we can do is actually we can cut this right now, she'll read the story, and then come back and tell you what she thinks of it.
Dang, that's dirty. What now? I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that. Ooh, this kind of has like an altered carbon kind of feel to it. I love it. What am I supposed to do? I have nothing to live for. You'll find something. Just move on and build a new life. Okay, bye. And never come back. That's cool. It was good. It did have that, do you know what I mean when I say altered carbon? Do you know the show? It has that, I'm not saying it's the exact same story, but it has that feel to it, or you know, with the memories. I don't want to give away too much here. But I liked it. Now I'd be curious to see where it progresses, if it now delves into that typical sci-fi world, or if we take it somewhere else.
She says she hates sci-fi, right? And then she reads the story and goes, oh, I like it. but it might go really bad in the future. You are so negative. You pretend to be bubbly and happy. You're a horrible, evil woman.
You can't. Yeah, you can't.
The highest reviewed one to date so far is actually called Theatrics.
Okay.
It's book 1 of 2. I'm known for my twist endings, and I'll be honest that the ending for this is the best I've ever done. It is the word I use is brutal.
Now, was this the one that was on Kickstarter? There was one you had on Kickstarter.
It's on Kickstarter, and so all the backers in the back.
Okay.
This is about some guy in the 1920s. He's the most famous actor on Broadway, and one night he's drunk after a party. He walks home, is beaten up, mugged, left for dead.
Oh,
He
no.
loses everything. He loses his looks, loses his acting career, he loses his apartment, his money, his girl.
Right.
It's what he does next that gets interesting.
Oh, okay, but I'm gonna have to read it to find out, right?
You haven't read it yet?
No, I haven't read it yet. I'm so behind. I'm behind on everything. I guess this interview's over. Oh wow. Okay, this is sounding really good.
This is, frankly, an embarrassment. This is the world of Chub Chub.
Oh.
This was never meant to be a comic. This was just a gift for my mother. These are all true stories of me as a kid. I was really...
So it must be really twisted and dark.
No, but it was never meant to be published. Now the whole world knows what an awful child I was.
Okay, so that means I want to read it.
One is Tabitha. This is about a postman in Los Angeles who uses mail route.
I love the coloring on the cover. It's fantastic.
It's a mailman who uses mail route to see who's not collecting their letters. So then he knows they're not at home.
Okay.
So he robs them.
Oh, okay. I was expecting something nice and airy, and then hello.
It's stuff I write is not nice.
Yeah, you know, and I should know this by now, so I like the surprise.
And things escalate rapidly when the owner of one house comes home unexpectedly.
Okay.
It's a horror comedy. Whereas this one is a supernatural horror.
Okay.
This is about a guy who gradually gets the ability to see how anyone's going to die.
Oh, wow.
Anyone he looks at, he knows what's going to happen to him. But he sees death everywhere. He sees cancer, old age, aneurysm, car crash. And he hates it. He wants to stay at home, not see anybody. Eventually he goes to kill himself. As he's about to jump off a cliff, he sees a girl, but he can't see how she dies.
Oh.
Everyone else he looks at, he knows, and he looks at her and she just walks towards him and says, "Hello, Richard. I think we need to talk." And the story starts.
And we all know that speech doesn't usually end well. Oh. I know that. You know what? Never mind. Okay, so supernatural things are so right up my alley. So this I definitely need to read. Wow, I have a lot of reading to get done.
This is just a side issue. The game side of things, we actually built an app, and we're getting a new version done. We finished the alpha testing.
Okay.
And because all these short stories, you can actually read them on the app, and in multiple languages as well. So you can read it in English and then read underneath in French. So you can
which is great because in Canada. Yes, we speak French.
But another thing is you can read it in chronological. You can read it in print order.
Okay.
You click a button, it rearranges the stories so they're in chronological order.
Oh, neat.
Or
okay.
you like one character, click all the stories featuring that character, or just the highest rated stories. So the order you choose to read it in, we're going to gamify it. So it's never been, and no one else will read it in the same way as you.
Oh, that's really neat. And well, we're a channel about gaming, so any way you can gamify something, we will definitely be more interested in it. So thank you so much, Neil, for sharing all of these fabulous goodies with us, and everyone else can run out and check them out as well. Thanks so much. Bye.
3, 2, 1, let's go! 5 minutes on the clock. Hi, my name is Seth Fong Lim. I'm a designer and developer of board games in London, Ontario, Canada. We're here at Fan Expo in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, one of the biggest cities in the world, where we're doing a board game publisher speed dating. We don't have as many publishers as go to Gen Con and things like that yet at Fan Expo, but we're hoping that you come in future years to see the vibrant board game design community that we do have in Toronto, Ontario. So we have Daryl from Maple, myself, we have people, Jonathan Gilmore's representing Pandasaurus Games, etc., looking at all these designs from up-and-coming new designers in the Toronto area and around Canada. So, you know, we're trying to bring up that Canadian credibility. So please come up to Fan Expo Canada in the future, or any Canadian convention in general, and come get some maple syrup. It'll be awesome.
My name is Kirsty Nicholson. I've just started getting into board game design. I work as a geologist and I live in Northern Ontario in Canada. Oh, okay, this is Erupt. It's a quick card game. It's really simple and it is about volcanoes. I'm a geologist and love volcanoes, and I think that people should know a little bit more about them. There are 3 main different types of volcanoes, and as you can see, each volcano is labelled with its actual location. Or the Mount Doom is a fictional volcano.
I love Mount Doom. Great.
So that would be a composite volcano, sheer volcano, caldera.
Yeah.
We have a hand of 5 cards each. One thing about this game is that the cards have a dual purpose. So one side has the symbols that match the volcanoes. Yeah.
Cool. Well, just to give a little feedback, I'm actually really intrigued. I like card games. I love this mechanic.
Yeah.
It's very innovative, and it's very interactive. Like, it gives me partial information that I'm invested on all the different ends, but it kind of like almost scratches a little bit of a Hanabi moment. But it's cool because you're also learning about like real things, and I like that. You could do a lot of fun stuff like fictional places as well in the mix with real places. I think it's a really good game. And good day.
And the dice represent oil, and basically this is coming out, and you have to save the sea animals, but also contain the oil spill, like driving around and clearing out black dice that are coming out, but also if dice go on top of animals, they get contaminated, and so they become a little harder to rescue, but you can still rescue them. It takes more action points to do so. Object of the game is to make sure not too many of these animals get permanently sick. I don't want to say dead, but like, because that's sad. And then, but also contain the oil so that we're not overrun and like completely the ecological system just goes to, that's it, goes to hell, right? So,
very cool. I'm a sucker for towers, so
Yeah.
Very cool. And what's the name of the game?
Right now it's Black Waves. I've had other suggestions.
It's not a final name.
It's not a final name. So Black Waves, there's Midnight Ocean, Ocean Black, and Dice Spell is like another one. So
you got time. You got time.
Yeah.
So there you have it. That's my time at Fan Expo 2018. See you next time.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.